Hello, Leo. How's it going? Just had a crazy reading. You guys showed up in the Aries reading. You know, if you want to check that out. Some of you cross watchers were already on your way. Alright, so here we go. This is your 7-card spread, and this is for the first half of August. It's your singles reading. I'm OMG Tarot. This is the channel. Let's go. Queen of Cups in reverse. Some of you need to focus on that self-care. Queen of Cups has been showing up a lot lately, and it's like, you gotta trust your intuition right now, because I don't know what's in the cosmos, but it's hot. Okay, we just had that blood moon. Everybody's having wild dreams and weird warped things are happening. Gotta trust your intuition, okay? You got luck right next to you, okay? So this card usually reminds me of Pisces, the Queen of Cups, sitting next to the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune associated with Jupiter. That's also, you know, arguably one of Pisces' rulers. So this feels like you have luck emotionally, spiritually. Spiritual luck, that's not bad at all. But then again, Leo, I always say that Leos are very intuitive. Already with the warped dreams, always having some dream that actually comes true. Always able to sense, something's not right here, and ask the right questions. You guys are on point with that stuff. Some of you guys are moving on. Or you know what? Some of you guys have been moving on, okay? And you're doing that soul work, so that's really important for you guys to keep listening to those little voices. Not the crazy ones. Not the ones that tell you to do bad things, Leo. I mean the ones that are, you know, that you hear between thoughts. You know, that you're like, that wasn't me. Or like, right when you're waking up, you're having conversation and you wake up talking, or just, you know, just thoughts or deja vu moments or things throughout the day that trigger you that you're like, oh yeah, didn't I have a dream about that? Like just kind of trusting what you remember and what you hear. Next card. Death card in reverse. Some of you guys are still, like, I feel like you guys have been intuitive for a long time and you guys still don't believe it. Like you don't, you go through the cycle of being heavily intuitive and being aware and open, and then not having any really vivid experiences and going, oh, that was just a fluke every single time. But it also feels like some of you guys are going on a spiritual journey to for reasons on the inside that have to do with like understanding energy. When you get hit with a wave of luck, a lot of people start to say, oh crap, like this is gonna go away, and then I'm gonna feel even worse because the highs are high so that the lows are low. Oh no. And then so you have the death in reverse, which means it's like you're delaying or you're prolonging the agony of some sort of thing that sets you out on that spiritual quest. Some of you can't get over an ex. Some of you can't get over, not even just specifically the ex, but the fact that you can't trust people. The fact that people just keep throwing you in those third-party situations. The fact that there's always someone else. Now, you sit there and you probably have an ego, you know, because you know that you guys know your worth. You know that egos are a perfect specimen of a woman, perfect specimen of a man, and some of the men, like, you know, the ego is wild. And the ego isn't a problem with the Leos because you guys know what you guys are worth. You guys know the value. You guys know what you bring to the table, not in the question. But it's like, why do I keep attracting these people who do these things? And it's stuff that you can't really sort out with a textbook or with other people's advice. Maybe your friends, close friends. But even them, they have this muffled perception of you that isn't quite right for your analysis, for the whole analysis anyway. And you're just wondering why you repeat the same patterns and attract the same type of people. And it's like you're looking within for that because you're wanting to put an end to that part of you that's attracting that type of energy. Some of you guys this could be the end of like you guys doing some self-sabotaging. This could be the end of you guys, you know, overeating or overindulging in some form, or over exercising, just doing whatever. Basically, it could be the end of you guys doing that. Because it could have been like you've attempted it, you've wanted it to be the end, but you know it's been delayed. But it does feel like it's not a spiritual quest that's going on for too long. It just feels like you've done this spiritual work, you know, and now it's time to physically manifest the, you know, it's pretty much like you got this debt. You know that you just have to pay off the last 500. Just do it. You pay off the last couple thousand. Just come on, just do it. Like, okay, like it looks like you're dragging your feet to act on the new realizations that you guys have had. I mean, you guys have luck on your side, so it's kind of the time to like act on everything and muster up the motivation. Some of you guys are feeling a little bit nostalgic, thinking about the past. Some of you guys are involved with your siblings right now, or communicating with them, or turning to them for advice, or just like for perspective since they've known you for a long time. Some of you are just turning to people that you've known for a long time, or childhood friends, but you're focusing on the past and you're thinking about sharing, and I don't know, you're getting the feels about it. So you might even be triggered by somebody from the past. So, and you might just be a little, what do they call it? A little infatuated by the idea of someone coming back, or you going back to someone else. You have the sun, you have the ego, you have no shortage of wow, there's a lot of yelling outside. It's a lot of yelling outside. So anyways, you have the sun card. That's your card, Leo. It's a card about taking care of yourself. It's a card about being as free as your hair. Just letting it all flap in the wind. Let your freak flag fly. And, you know, not to the degree of Uranus or Aquarius or anything like that, but to the degree that you guys feel free. And in a dramatic and creative way, like, I am me, damn it, as fudge. I'm going on a journey. I'm like just being impulsive and just fun-loving and not thinking, being a leader, trailblazer in the type of like, just thinking of something brand new and thinking and just, or you know, not even thinking of something brand new, just forging blindly ahead on something. And it's just that like ego, fueled by ego, like. Some people use gas, you know, some people use their ego as fuel. Do that, but it's just like you do it to have a lot of fun. So that's it's just an overall good positive energy. You have like the sun left and right in these cards. Like you got the Wheel of Fortune, which, I mean, it's not the sun, but it's that circle of energy in the sky. You know, there's clouds surrounding it and there's other elements, but it's like you're the pinnacle, you're the focus of this entire, you're a huge energy, basically. This is comparable to the sun. I mean, Jupiter would be Wheel of Fortune associated with Jupiter. I feel like that same energy, that same intensity, whether it be in size or pure energy. And then you have like, you can't see it, it's very faint, but you can see the sun kind of clearing in the skies, right? And then you have, you know, remnants of it in the background here. But mostly all of this is oriented in the sun. Like you see the flowers blooming, can't do that without the sun, but you also physically see the sun here. So it just feels like you're growing, you're changing. You have to follow your intuition. Don't miss that cycle. Don't miss the realizations, and start to trust your intuition. And I mean, the past and intuition, it's like just trust what you believed in the past, kind of, but not like none of the non-growing type of energies. You know what I mean? Like, if you had deja vu in the past, or if you fought something out of nowhere in the past, you gotta trust it. I feel like, you know, for this being a singles reading, it's more of an internal thing where you're like, I know how to attract the person I want, because you've been attracting people you don't want, you do want, you understand the formula, you're smart, you know how to be persuasive with your eyes or your body language, you have charisma to you, and you need to just kind of funnel that energy there. Keep your crabby days off to the people you don't really care for, and quarantine that energy towards them. You know what I mean? Like, be strategic about that fiery passion. You know, you're very expressive. So when you have a bad day, that sucks. You know, that sucks, because then you put your dramatic theater into stuff that is self-sabotaging, instead of maybe if you just were trying to be funnier on the days that you're upset or having a bad day, then you'd be able to transmute that energy into something that people would be like, oh my goodness, I love when you're mad. You know, like Leos. But I mean, Leos are rarely mad, upset. They're usually just trying to have a good time, and then there are just things that are in the way of it, and then they have a good time again. So hopefully, you know, hopefully you see some energy there. I mean, see self-sufficiency. You guys are, Nine of Pentacles is a card where it's like, you get recognition, you work hard, you know you can work hard, you know you can always get a job. It's about having that confidence that you can get things done. You're confident in your ability to earn a living and take care of yourself. So for a lot of people, that's something that they can't really feel confident about. They're not in a position, whether it be education or resourcefulness, they can't do it. But not you, Leo. So it feels like if you meet someone during this period of time and it doesn't work out, it does work out, it doesn't work, you're very light about it. Like, you'll be fine no matter what. And I think that's something that is important to keep in mind when you're making decisions. Because I think that we meet people and then, you know, when you get them, then it's about, are they leaving? I mean, you could be just enjoying having a good time, and most of the time, people who have that type of approach usually end up in relationships longer. But if it's a constant, you know, if it's constantly about, I don't know, is he interested? I don't know, is he still interested? I don't know, are we together? Okay, we're together. Do you still wanna, hey, where were you? I don't trust you. Are you leaving? Wait, how about that? But in this energy, and I think this is a growth based on all the other stuff that you guys dealt with in the past, it feels like Nine of Pentacles is like, you forgot who the fudge, you forgot that you're upright. Normally, the way my bank account's set up, I'm very fruitful, okay? I know how to take care of myself, I know how to do it. But you guys might just be having a hiccup at work or having a lapse in judgment as it relates to your finances, or just kind of falling off a little bit, just a little bit, just a little less hustle. But I mean, it takes nothing but to turn that right back up and match the intensity in this otherwise wonderful reading, because it feels like there's a lot of intuition going on, and maybe you guys catch things before they slip up. Maybe you guys have that ego, that energy, that thing that sustains us as a society, basically, the vitality, the life force that drives people to procreate, the natural instincts that people have about them, you know. That's all over your reading. That's you, and that's what you're gonna have the most fun with at this time. So I mean, if you're dating a lot, if you're interested in someone, thinking about it, I don't think you're thinking about an ex right now. I think you're thinking about the collective mistakes or wins, or just you're reevaluating your approach in general towards people who may or may not be worthy of relationships. Hopefully you guys are happy with that reading. If you are, please let me know in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, Leo.